That's it! I'm doing it! I'm pressing the Amatsu button!
I have a letter from Elder Fugen here. Let's see what it says.
Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, hunters, all this is, well, very exciting. Let's not waste any time, let's not prevaricate longer, let's not stall, as I do all three of those things by saying the same sentence in three different ways, and immediately get to it! The Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak Digital Event returns on April 19th. Discover what's coming in Free Title Update 5, headlined by the return of a fearsome Elder Dragon. Oh yes, next week, the 19th, they're the times, Dame Fiorane's gonna be telling us what's up once more, and that's really, really awesome. I really do like these NPC ways of delivering update news. I think it's fun, it really kinda gives a bit more personality, and it's a neat idea. So, Fiorane once more. But, what's she got to tell us?
I have a letter from Elder Fugen here. Let's see what it says. A digital event for Free Title Update 5, huh? Well, I cannot turn the good Elder down. Off we go to Komura Village then. The digital event for Free Title Update 5 version 15 is on the date shown on screen. There will be lots of info on the new content and the release date. See you in Komura Village, hunters!
Intriguing, right? Firstly, let's touch on release date. Title Update 2, 3, and 4 all arrived exactly a week after the digital event, so April 27th seems to be a good bet, and just squeezed into April. But let's have a look at the actual, everything going on here. We're going to Komura Village again. That feels climactic, doesn't it? Returning back to where it all began with Base Rise on this awesome journey we've all been on together. But we've got a letter from Fugen, and I think that letter tells us a lot. Dear Dame Fiorane, greetings! Imagine actually writing that in a letter. I'm writing you because I have a favor to ask. I want you to host the digital event for Free Title Update 5, filled with fun info. I know it's kind of a long trip from Elgato, but it'd be great if you could come to Komura for this. Usually I take care of it myself, of course, but there's something odd in the air. And I got a bad feeling. So when I was trying to think of a replacement, I remembered you have experience doing this kind of thing. I guess I got my throat all lubed up for nothing. That's a sentence. Anyway, I'm sure you'll do a bang-up job. So clearly, contextually, Fugen was going to be delivering this particular title update news, but because of something odd in the air, the air, he has had to cancel and instead has recruited Dame Fiorane to come to Komura Village and replace him so he can focus on the odd thing in the air. The odd air thing, the air that is wrong, that is the air, like wind, like a storm dragon. Look, at this point, it's just, look, we all know, we've all known, it's the theory, everything lines up, it makes sense, but at this point, it's Amatsu, right? It just is. We're going back to Komura Village, where Yomogi and Kagero are, with their backstory, with the Amatsu creature destroying their hometown, and we're getting the returning Elder Dragon, and now we're going back to Komura where they are, and the odd air, and all of the hints, and all of the teases, and everything just comes together. It's got to be. If it's not, this is the greatest bait and switch of all time. But it can't be, because it's returning Elder Dragon, not new Elder Dragon, and no other returning Elder Dragon matches the millions of little tidbits that we have been tidbitted over the build-up to this climactic battle. So that is I can't wait. How have they done? Oh, is it gonna be a unique new map? Is it gonna be a full-on Fatalis level encounter, but for Amatsu with the story cutscenes and maybe stages and a whole new moveset and just, it's gonna be so cool. Like, bottom line, this is gonna be so cool. But there's also a few other things to kind of note here. Firstly, it's Fear Rain giving the updates, and you may be like, we did that, we know that, we went over that, that's it, are you okay, man? Yeah, look, but what isn't happening is it's not the devs, it's not a special kind of, thanks for playing Rise Sunbreak, it's over now, here's our favourite moments, here's the final update, enjoy, like we got for Iceborne. It's not some kind of celebratory, somber, yet meaningful event to put a full stop on the Sunbreak and Rise journey. And also, at nowhere and at no point has any of this said or alluded to or even implied vaguely that this is the final title update. And I think that is important to keep in mind, especially when you then realize that if we're going back to Chimera Village and likely dealing with Amatsu, what the hell have the Chevaliers been tracking and trying to capture for Elgato? What have they been doing? That's got to be nothing to do with this. This is like a little side story, surely, to tie up Rise, to tie up Chimera Village. And that, I think, is actually the nail on the head. I think there is plenty of, perhaps vague, but still vague evidence to suggest that Title Update 5 is putting the bow on the Chimera Village side of things and tying up that Yomogi and Kagero storyline and giving that side of things the climactic, glorious hunt. And then, Title Update 6... Yes, I'm still going on about this, okay, and I will not stop until we get confirmation one way or another, is what will be the climactic Elgato-esque update, with whatever ends the Curio Swarm and the Affliction and what's going on there. Because we can't surely get Title Update 5, go to Chimera, deal with Amatsu, that's all great. Well, I guess the research on the Curios came to nothing. Nothing's going on there. No final battle. No like new Malzeno or new host or new Curio-based monster. We're just gonna have them in the air and inflicting monsters left and right, and that's just it now. We're just not gonna tie up that story thread that we've been expanding every title update. Cool, that's all done. Moving on, Monster Hunter 6, here we go. Surely not. That would be unbelievably unsatisfying. So in my mind, Title Update 5 has to be this, yeah, we're going to Chimera Village, having this gloriously cool fight, this big boss Amatsu new version to match Fatalis level for Iceborne, and it's going to be amazing. And then, now that we've helped them out and done that, we use the new power we've obtained with what will probably be really overpowered Amatsu gear and so on and so forth to go back to Elgato and actually finish the Affliction, the Curios, solve that, put an end to them, stop the whole swarm and whatever's going on there, stop Risen Elder Dragons being created, yada yada, have our conclusion satisfyingly on that Elgato storyline Sunbreak side of things. So that's where I'm at with all this, and I think it does make a lot of sense, especially now we've got all this extra info and context from this digital event announcement, and indeed I will be there, of course, next week to give you all the breakdown lowdown on what does get revealed. And a little bit extra too, we got this. Hey everyone, we have an upcoming Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak Digital Event scheduled for 9 in April, etc, etc. Suzuki, all around fantastic human being. But the picture here is of course of Elgato with two hunters watching over it. But what are those hunters wearing? Yeah, that is a new armor set, and it looks very much like a Chimera-fied version of the USJ armor set theme and colors. So I would wager that one of the event quests post-Title Update 5 is going to be a USJ event quest with a new armor set to go with it. It looks absolutely fantastic, and this one might actually have, armor skills and be a proper new armor set as well as layered, and that's very fun to think about. So keep that in mind too. That said then is all. Let me know your thoughts, like if you enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell for more, consider supporting the future of the channel on Patreon down below, and until we meet again, goodbye.
Josh, Cotton, and Hollow with the videos, dropping the humor like a hammer on your tippy toes, bringing entertainment on a daily arrangement to take our insanity and turn it into entertainment. Yes, I said entertainment twice, to reiterate that it is nice to look into your faces on a mostly daily basis when you let us in your homes to make the whole world a stage. Goodbye.